Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is RSA, and in this video today I want to talk about the reason why I bought the government retail bond, or why I'm funding it, because I have been having the account for a while, why I'm now funding it. I'll also speak about the account which I chose, which is the top-up account, and why it's such a groundbreaker. So I'll give you 3 reasons, and throughout the video you should be able to learn how the government retail bond works and how competitive it is to the bank, and why would you want to consider including it on your portfolio. Okay, so before we can continue, please make sure that you subscribe, ring that bell so that you get notified every time I post a video. Also like and comment. And also, before I can continue, I want to give you a disclaimer. Please note that none of my video constitute as a financial advice. If you're looking for financial advice, please look for a financial advisor who is certified with the RSA. Right? I guess now we can continue so that you guys don't sue me. So government retail bond is something that I've always had an eye on. I think I've done a video before about government retail bonds, because even then I was attracted to them, but now they've just gotten more attractive, right? So as the repo rate is increasing and the interest rates, or the prime lending rate, is increasing, the beauty of that happening is that your fixed accounts interests, like the interest that you earn on fixed accounts, also increases, and that includes government retail bonds. And for government retail bonds, I think in April they were offering something around 8 something for 3 years, or for the lowest fixed that you can have, and now they're offering 9.25 for the lowest you can fix, which is great. We'll talk in detail about that, so don't worry. So as the repo rate has been increasing, they've been increasing the rate that they're offering to investors, right? So let's talk about my reasons then of investing in the government retail bonds, and particularly the top-up account, right? Reason number one, this account is competitive to the bank. That is one of my reasons, right? So if you're looking for something that is safe, something that guarantees you your money back, something which gives you certainty in the return in which you're gonna get, right? You can either choose government retail bonds, or you can either choose the bank. So they're competitive because they're offering interest rates that are better than those of like your top 5 banks in SA right now, right? And please be mindful that now it's August the 23rd. So things can change, right? So just to give you a bit of perspective, currently Nedbank for 3 years, they are offering 5.15%. If you fix your money for 3 years, they will give you 5.1%. If you fix it for 5 years, they will give you 8.9. Okay. Standard Bank, on the other hand, will give you 7.67 for 3 years. It's a little bit good. And then, sorry about that. And then for 5 years, they will give you 8.23. ABSA, they will give you 7.5% for 3 years, which is also a little bit better. And then for 5 years, they will give you 8.43. FNB, it's the better one out of all of this that I've mentioned. For 3 years, they will give you 8.45 right now, and on a 5-year basis, they will give you 8.85. So these interest rates that I've just mentioned, they are in a percentage form per annum, right? Not per month, per annum. Okay. And now going to what I'm choosing, or what I'm actually deciding to go for, which is the top-up account. The top-up account fixes the money for 3 years, at least 3 years, and it's offering 9.25 for 3 years. That is really, really big. Most of the bank can't even offer, none of the banks that I've mentioned, they are not offering 9 for 5 years. If you fix your money for 5 years, they can't even offer you 9%, all of these banks. So it is very appetizing. So looking at my 3-year projection, I realized that, okay, I have money which I can fix, that I would like it to grow in a more certain way. Like I would like to be certain about what I'm gonna get in the next 3 years with this money. So I realized, okay, maybe let me fix it instead of me fixing it in a bank or me investing in shares. Then I can fix it in government retail bonds, and then I know for sure what I'm gonna get at the end of the investment period, and at least I know for sure that it's better than the banks, what the banks are offering, and it's 9% if it's for 3 years. And I have an option to fix it for 5 years as well, which will give me 11% per annum. One of the best. I think the only bank that's offering better than 11% right now is African Bank. And of course, they have their reasons. Since they've gotten themselves into trouble, now they're trying to attract customers to come into investing in their institution. So that's probably one of the reasons why they offer such a very appetizing interest rate compared to other banks, right? So one reason, or the first reason that I mentioned, is interest rate. Interest rate is high. On their 3 years fixed deposits, they're offering way better than what the banks are offering, right? The second point, which is also the most important one, this one is such a groundbreaking such a feature that the government retail bond have introduced. One of the challenges that I have with fixed deposit account is that fixed deposit accounts have good interest rates compared to other accounts that you can get in the bank. However, they allow you to fix your money and you're not able to do anything with that money throughout the period, right? Of course, you can't withdraw it because you have fixed it for a certain period, but sometimes you want to deposit into that account and you want the money which you're making on a monthly basis, or maybe that you get from your salary, to be able to go into an account that generates at least a better interest rate. Let's say, for an example, you fix your money in FNB for 3 years and you're getting 8.48%, which is relatively good versus other banks, right? You would want to add on that account so that you can get more, you can get that 8% benefit. However, currently the banks don't allow you to deposit on top of the fixed deposit account, which is a feature that the National Treasury introduced on government retail bond. And it's an amazing feature because it allows you to deposit money through and through over the period in which you have invested on this government retail bond. That's such a groundbreaking feature. So then your money, even the money that you're making at a later stage, is able to actually make get the benefit of good interest rate, right? Because for an example, if you take a fixed deposit, like I said, it's FNB that is giving you 8.48, and then you fix it, the only other account that you can get will be giving you 4% and is not so appetizing, right? So this is it's such a nice feature. Then I'm able to at least save even my income that comes on a monthly basis that I know I don't want to invest. Then I dedicate it to this account to know for sure that it will get good interest rates, and I will still continuously on a monthly basis be able to make those debit orders to go through, so that I can continuously invest and know that I will get better interest rate. That is the second point, which is this account allows you to deposit more even after you have fixed your money. The third one is, like I said, I've always been looking into government retail bonds. For me, this is to diversify my portfolio. I'm very intentional about what I'm investing in because more than anything, I want to have like longer projection on how my money is gonna go, or how I manage the percentages in which I invest in certain things. Right now, my biggest focus is property and shares, right? I'm focusing on these two. But then I have certain reserves that are at the bank, at a fixed deposit account, and in different banks, because the interest rates they were offering at different times were appetizing in different times, right? So then I took it at the bank, and I also am investing in shares and I'm investing in property. But then looking at the overall asset classes, which includes your cash, your retail, your real estate, which is property, your commodity, which I can invest through shares, your cash, which I'm investing with a bank. And then now there is one asset which is called fixed income. And that's an asset that I do not have in my overall portfolio. Then I thought, since I'm not a huge fan of investing in companies that pays dividends, or investing solely for dividends purposes, it's better if I create something which is more certain, which will give me fixed income. And that's what happens when you invest in government retail bonds. You know for sure how much you're going to be getting, so it's like a fixed income kind of investment to balance my overall portfolio, right? So if you're asking yourself, how can you get into those government retail bonds, what do you need to be doing? So you just have to go to the website, government retail bonds on Google, go to the homepage, you'll be able to see the rates. The beauty about this is that you can do everything online. You can register. The information that they need, to be honest, it's just your normal application form, your personal information, your contact details, your addresses, those information, and then your banking details. And then once that is in, you will get a WW account number, which is your reference number. And through that reference number, you will be able to apply for the type that you want, because there is inflation linked account, and there is also a fixed deposit account that doesn't have top up as well, right? So then you will have to choose between the three account: inflation linked, and top up, and fixed deposit, which for myself I chose top up for the reasons that I've mentioned previously. So then when you click that apply online, it will give you the banking details, and you will use your WW account number as a reference, and then you pay, and voila, you are an investor. And even withdrawing is just as simple. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you are investing in government retail bonds with me. If you love this video, please give me a yellow heart. I really appreciate it when you guys engage. Thank you. Goodbye.